What is going on, everyone out there in YouTube land? Today, we're going to check out another pod system. Yes, another goddamn pod. This one is an update from one that I reviewed a while ago, known as the Vladdin pod system. This is an update because it's called the Vladdin RE, and now this one allows you to use your own liquid, and the pods actually come empty. They're pretty much the same exact pod system. I'm not sure why they didn't just release the pods, but yeah, almost the exact same. So got it loaded up with some 19.5 milligram Ghost Stick Stemnic Strawberry. These are recommended for either Nic Salt or Stemnic. Mouth to lung device, of course. Let's have a quick vape, and we'll talk about the Vladdin RE, which I believe stands for Refillable. Here we go. Very nice, actually. Now, the Vladdin sent over directly, or Vladdin RE sent over directly by Vladdin for the purpose of this review. If you guys are looking to pick one up, I did do a search online, found it over at Vapor DNA, Element Vape, in stock. Going price for the kit, $27.95. Replacement pods for a 4-pack, around $13.95. So let's have a closer look at the new Vladdin RE kit. The RE, I believe, stands for Refillable Pod because this is the new version that has the refillable pods, unlike the original that had the pre-filled pods. So, presentation box, as you can see there, got some information on the back. We'll check out what's inside the box here. Slide it open. And we're going to get a pretty nice user manual, pretty detailed. And you will get the device. You'll get one empty pod to get you started, and a micro USB charging cable. Dimensions on the new RE, we're looking at 122 millimeters tall, 19 millimeters wide, and 11 millimeters thick. It's available in either black or gold. I have the gold one here, and I think it's constructed of aluminum. This is a super, super lightweight device, and if you like putting the pod in your mouth and kind of hanging it from your mouth like a cigarette, this is going to be the device to do it with because it's super lightweight. Now at the top, they're going to include one pod to get you started. And this pod holds 1.5 mLs of liquid. It's using a ceramic coil that ohms out between 1.2 and 1.5 ohms. And we do have a top fill feature on here. So what you're going to do is just pop the mouthpiece off. We're going to have a silicone plug. Go ahead and remove that. And now you can fill up the pod using either hole on the end. Do not put liquid in the center. That's where the airflow comes from. If you fill it up in the center, you're going to flood it, and it's going to be a nightmare. So fill it up. If you're using the pod for the first time, always remember, let the pod sit for about 5 or 10 minutes because you want the juice to absorb into that new coil. If you don't wait and you start vaping right away, chances are you're going to burn up the coil. So after it's been about 5 or 10 minutes, you can take the mouthpiece, pop it on, and if you put it on the wrong way, you're going to feel that it's kind of loose. So go ahead and turn it around, and now you can feel that it's much tighter in place. We got gold-plated magnetic contacts at the bottom, and all you're going to do is simply just drop this into the device. There's only one way you can do it. If you try to put it in the other way, it's just not going to sit all the way down. And then once you pop it in, that's it. You're ready to vape. It does have the auto draw feature, which means as you inhale, it automatically turns on and turns off. There's no physical buttons anywhere on it, no on-off buttons, no wattage buttons, no power buttons. This thing will put out a maximum wattage of 12 watts when the battery is fully charged and an output voltage of 3.5 volts. It is using an internal 350 milliamp rechargeable battery, and you can charge the battery over micro USB located at the bottom. You don't need any special cables or anything like that. You can use the provided micro USB cable or your cell phone cable, plug it into a wall outlet, USB port on your computer. Doesn't really matter. LED light on the front will indicate your battery status. It will blink to let you know your battery needs to be charged. When you plug it in, the light turns solid. When it's fully charged, the light will turn off. And aside from that, that's it. A very simple, lightweight pod system that gives you the ability now to use your own liquid. So the Vladdin RE, when I first got this, I was a little confused because I thought I reviewed it already, and the reason why the video took so long, because I kind of thought I already did it, and that's why I didn't review it. When I contacted the company, they told me, no, this is the new one. This is the one that allows you to use your own liquid and now has new refillable pods. I'm like, okay, so yeah, let's do it. Let's review it. When I break it out of the package and I start using it, and then especially when I compare it up next to the original Vladdin, I realize, wait a minute, they're the same damn device. They're so much the same that you can actually take the pod from the RE, you could pop it into the original Vladdin, and you can vape off it, no problem. So with that said, pretty much I think the only thing they changed here was the pod. And they now offer empty pods so you can use your own liquid. Even the presentation box, I believe, is the same. The only thing they did was throw a sticker on the front that says Vladdin RE. So same mod, same kit, same packaging, same everything. You just now get an empty pod instead of a pod with juice in it for those out there who wanted the ability to use their own juice. So, yeah. Like I said, very simple pod system, no physical buttons on it. Very simple to operate. Auto draw feature, which is nice. You don't have the ability to power it down. I know some people like to actually turn off their device physically. If they put it in their pocket or in their purse or whatnot. You don't have that option there. I mean, you can remove the pod from there to kind of turn it off, but the draw on here is beautiful. It's nice and tight, and it doesn't take a lot to get the auto draw feature going. Some devices require you to pull pretty hard to get the auto draw to turn on, but on the Vladdin, it's pretty easy, pretty smooth. You got the LED light on the front that's pretty bright, tells you what's going on with the battery, tells you when it's time to charge it, when charging is complete. 350 milliamp hour battery, depends on how much you vape, depends if you get through an entire day. Keep in mind, pod systems are usually loaded up with really high milligrams of e-liquid, nicotine. So you're not going to be chain vaping these things. You're vaping them every now and then. So it might actually get you through an entire day. Chances are you might have to charge it at least once throughout the day. But it is nice to know that we have a standard micro USB port at the bottom, so that way you can use your cell phone cable, you can use the cable they give you, you can use pretty much any cable. You don't have to haul around a special adapter with like a lot of other pod systems. That's really annoying. No leaking whatsoever on these empty pods. I filled it up, I lay it down overnight, put it upside down, never got any leaking, no issues with the pod, and it works, pretty well. It's just another pod system. The flavor is pretty much like every other pod system on the market. I always say it, these stick style pod systems are kind of just all the same to me. They deliver the nicotine and they give you a little bit of flavor. Don't compare the flavor to an RDA or a tank, because there's no comparison there. I mean, it's a pod system, but it works. It does what it's supposed to do. It now gives you the ability to use your own liquid. And if you happen to own the original Vladdin, there's really no need to go out and buy this one, because you could just buy the empty pods and now use them inside of here. And it's funny, they didn't tell me that. But so I'm hoping you can do that. I don't see why you can't, because it fits in there. It works in there. The light goes on. So yeah, I see no problem. So if you own the Vladdin, pick up the pods, use your own liquid, and you're happy. That's it. That's all I got for you guys today on the Vladdin RE. Questions or comments, you know exactly what to do. Please hit the subscribe button. I'll talk to you folks very, very soon. Make sure you guys build safe, and as always, vape on.